So hi guys, welcome to the video. As most of them are asking the past paper analysis of audit, here we are. Okay, so let's start. The first question 1A. See, there is no expected pattern in audit, okay, because you are not going to get the same pattern, but we can expect at least the majority chapters where to study and where to focus on, right? So there may be a deviation of 4 to 5 marks in what I say, but anyway you will get the minimum marks whatever I'm saying. Fine. So mostly you are getting exclusive 1 in the compulsory part. So out of 5 attempts, okay, for 4 you got exclusive 1 in the compulsory question, and anyway you are going to get exclusive 1 in all the attempts. You are going to get exclusive 1 or essay 220, that is your chapter 1 in the study material. Please don't skip, right? If some questions has been newly added, please read that more, okay, more cautiously, because high chances that may be tested. Fine. Next, so moving to your next part, that is Caro 2020. You can see a question from Caro 2020 every attempt. That is a not a compulsory question. I'm not saying that is a compulsory question, but it is a compulsory area that you should not skip in your exams. Okay, so for your exams you should definitely go with Caro, since you can see this in all the 5 attempts. Okay, so the second area which I want you to concentrate is Caro 2020. Along with this, please focus on company audit, right? Company audit. If you just refer chapter number 7 in your study material, if you see, there is some reporting area, okay, which is a company's act part. You just revise those areas. Fine, because it has not been tested for the long time, high chances of getting tested. then then we are slowly moving into chapter number 18. Okay, this is a sustainability and development chapter, because you can see the question here, here, see this here. So every attempt, definitely you are going to get questions from the sustainability and development chapter. So we can take this as a 4-mark question. Sometimes it is a 5-mark question. So we can take the minimal marks, 4-mark question, and I'm expecting at least 1 MCQs, because I have seen at least 1 MCQs from the part. So 6 marks you are definitely going to score, and it will be a direct question. Okay, as I'm insisting in my previous video which is related to audit, the areas to focus on audit. Again I'm saying here, see, these are the areas whichever I am specifying here, or those areas where you are going to get a direct questions. Okay, there won't be much application. Even if it is an application oriented question, it will be a really simple questions, right? So definitely do this question at to your best. Okay, to your best. Don't skip any areas. In whichever area I'm focusing on, please do not skip any questions or any part. Please do not skip it. Okay, so this is our third part. Now we are coming to the specialized standards. Okay, to talk about the specialized standards, see, you are getting 1, 2, 3, okay, 3 questions. Fine. In the next attempt, 1, 2, 3 and 4 questions. Some attempts you are getting 3 questions, some attempts you are getting 4 questions. Okay, so every attempt you can check. I will share this PDF. Okay, every attempt minimal questions you are getting is 3 questions. Fine. In these 3 questions, I will consider one question as a 5 mark and another 2 questions, other 2 questions as a 4 marks. So here you are definitely getting 13 marks, right? Plus at least 1 MCQ you are going to get from these areas. So in and around 15 marks if you cover the special standards. If you are wondering what is the special standards, chapter number 8, 9, 10, 11. Please cover this area. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you are very much good at these chapters, again these are the areas where they will test more direct question. Only thing is the requirement, whatever they ask, you have to be very thorough with what they are asking. Okay, please don't get confused. Okay, don't write the wrong answers. Please read the question twice or thrice, decide what is the answer, then write the answer. Blindly do not judge what is the question. Okay, so this is the mistake many students doing. Don't blindly read the question. If you see the nature source in the question, don't go and write the answer of nature, time and extent. What is the nature, time and extent? Don't write the answer blindly. If you see the documentation in the question, don't blindly write the documentation. They may talk about the documentation, but the question is different question. Okay, so please read it carefully, then write the answer in these areas. Fine. Okay, once you are done with these four areas, slowly move on to digital audit. Digital audit is one such area where people often skip it. But I am requesting you to do the digital audit. Anyway, you are going to get that question in the 4-mark question. So 4 mark plus MCQ 2 mark. Again, this is the 6 mark. These two areas are the bonus areas. 12 marks is bonus in audit because people skip digital audit. I don't want you to skip. Do at least one question per day in the next 1 month. Okay, you have 1 month for your exams, so in the next 1 month you can easily score this 6 marks if you study daily. One question, if you study daily, then you will be definitely scoring this 6 marks. Okay, this is for your digital audit. Then, so once you are done with this basic important chapters, then you definitely jump on to professional ethics. Fine. So professional ethics, definitely you are going to get at least 4 questions, out of which you can expect 2 questions from the clauses. Okay, minimal, I am expecting 2 questions from the clauses based on the past trends. Okay, so out of this 4 question, 2 questions from clauses, and introduction part, guidelines, everything you have to cover. If you are thorough with all these areas, definitely I can tell you 4 question, we can keep it as a minimal mark. 4 into 4, 16 marks professional ethics. At least 2 MCQs. Okay, I'm expecting at least 2 MCQs, which you can attend 20 marks easily, right? So this is for professional ethics. I'm saying all these is for professional ethics. So if I want to take an example of some attempts, see, we'll take September 25 attempt as an example. There is one question, professional ethics 1. Here Knockler is something related to professional ethics. Okay, and because it is inside professional ethics only, and see here one more professional ethics and one more professional ethics. So I randomly took this attempt. You take any attempt, you can see minimal 4 questions. Even if it is 3 questions, then also they will be giving in MCQs. Okay, so anyway you are going to get minimal 20 marks in your professional ethics. Done. So these are the basic areas whichever I said you should never skip in audit. Once these areas are done, if you are getting a grip in these areas, slowly move on to the orange color areas. Okay, because these orange color areas are direct questions. Straight away they will ask the questions, you are going to directly answer the questions. Fine. So instead of going for all the standards, okay, if you are good at standards, please do the standards. If you are not good at standards, if you are having less confidence, standards in the sense, okay, standards in the sense SA 580, 570, 560, okay, that is chapter number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, that is chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you are weak in these chapters, okay, concentrate less on these chapters. Instead, go for these kind of chapters where you're going to get a straight question. Internal audit, okay, investigation, CFS, investigation, again internal audit, right? So definitely you are going to get a very good marks from these areas. PSU, straight questions will be coming from these areas. Forensic audit, okay, and then bank. See, in case of bank, if you feel difficult, okay, bank, please read the most asked questions and the amendment part. right? Amendment part and the sums area. Okay, be sure with the sums area and amendment, and the same goes to NBFC. Please do the amendment parts alone. Okay, if you are going to skip the entire NBFC, if you are going to skip the entire bank, please don't do that. Instead of that, just read the amendment part and go to exams, and try to see the recent RTP and MTP, because there are high chances the same question may repeat in the bank and NBFC part. Okay, I have seen in some papers the same NBFC question may repeat. Okay, that is the reporting part. So these are the areas you can cover at least, okay, in the NBFC and bank if you feel that as a difficult one. So whatever I have given here, okay, this is the overall picture about the audit. Okay, some other important aspects I will discuss now. See, don't judge the question paper. Okay, please don't judge. Go by ICAI weightage. That is the mantra I would say, right? So please don't judge the paper. That is, if you are getting SRE 2400, many people will say SRE 2400 will not come to the next exam. Don't go by that way. Okay, definitely it will come. Okay, if you are thinking that way, just see here. SRE 2400 is in one attempt, right? The very next attempt, SRE 2400 is coming in the exam. So please don't go in the mindset that if you have studied of, or if you have attended one question in the previous attempt, the same question will not repeat and you will get only one question so that I can skip that part. No. So in chapter 8, 9, 10, 11, if you analyze, even you can get two questions from the same standard. Example, SRE 2410. See here, in the same attempt, they have given two questions, right? So if you do a chapter, if you are going to do a chapter, please do it completely. Do not take any risk. If you are doing a selective study and if you are concentrating more on the high value chapters, please complete the chapter in full and do not take any judgmental decisions. Okay, so that is one thing I would advise from my end. Okay, now whatever we have done, we'll just summarize now, right, to get an overall insights. See, please don't directly come and see the summary, because inside I have given a clear explanation for why to do this chapter and where to concentrate. Okay, so please do not directly jump onto summary. I just want you guys to see the entire video. The video itself, it is restricted to 15 minutes maximum. So even if you want, you can speed up the video, plus don't directly jump onto summary. Okay, so chapter 1, 5 marks, and you do not have any MCQs. Okay, see, I'm just approximate marks. Okay, if you are not having any MCQs, then 5 marks. SDG we can take as 2 marks, and I have taken as 5 mark here, 7 marks. And 8, 9, 10, 11 chapter, 13 plus 2, 15 marks. Caro, 5 marks. I have not taken any marks for MCQs. Professional ethics, I have taken minimal 14 marks, plus just 2 mark I have taken. Okay, assuming only one MCQ, 18 marks. And digital audit, 4 plus 2, 6 marks as discussed. So this is the minimum marks, 56 marks you can confidently write. Okay, you can confidently attend the paper with these definite chapters. I'm not asking you to restrict with these chapters. I'm asking you to be ready, be pakka clear with these chapters whichever I have mentioned. Apart from that, whatever the chapter you feel comfortable, like chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, PSU audit, okay, and then forensic due diligence, whatever the chapter you feel, you can study. But please be thorough with all these chapters. Do not skip any illustration. Test your knowledge. Please do not skip. Okay, so prepare well. I think this video I have exhaustively discussed everything here. So if you have any opinion, just drop it in the comment. I will definitely help you on this. Okay, so see you in the next video, guys. Until then, please be hydrated and study well. Okay, bye guys.